All right, so in this section, we're going to talk about how much adhesive you should actually be using when applying pre-mades. Everyone's like, pre-mades have such bad retention. Oh my gosh, like I get way better retention with handmade. Okay, well that's great for you, but I got horrible retention with them. So that's why, horrible retention with handmade. So that's why I switched over to pre-made. But I'm really excited because I've mastered it and I'm able to teach you beautiful people about it. So number one question I get asked is how much adhesive should I actually be using with pre-made lashes? So that's something that I am going to be talking about today with you. First thing I want you to do is I want you to grab your lovely adhesive and I want you to shake it. I want you to shake it back and forth, not up and down, but back and forth, not like this. So back and forth. You never want to shake it up and down because it's actually getting adhesive in the nozzle. And then we will take it. We are going to put the drop 2 or 3 in here. And always, 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 always make sure that you are cleaning the cap, and when you're cleaning the cap, you are pressing. Do you see how I'm like pressing against the bottle? I'm trying to get all that air out of the bottle, and I'm cleaning the nozzle. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people just put it back on there and see the whole time I am still holding this because I don't want that air to get back in. So I'm going to put the cap back on. Voila. And then these are non-cotton wipes. They're adhesive wipes because our adhesive loves cotton and our adhesive likes to cause a thermal reaction with cotton, so we don't want that to happen. So I am going to show you how much adhesive that you need to be using with pre-made lashes. I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to put it down and adjust it. This we are going to go in and we are going to scoop. You're going to kind of like scoop it up to where you get a good amount of adhesive on there. And make sure that you actually get the front and also the back of the pre-made with adhesive, because I know a lot of times we don't really like rotate. Do you see how I just like rotated my hand? You want to make sure that you can actually rotate that to kind of flip that pre-made lash. And with our pre-made tweezers, it makes it so much easier to do that with. So we'll get another one and rock side to side. I'm going to readjust it on my hand. I'm going to go in. I'll get closer for you guys. And I am pushing back with my thumb and I'm rocking it as I'm scooping because I want to be able to get that much adhesive. I want it on the front and the back, because when you're pressing it into the natural lash, you want to make sure that you have enough adhesive to encapsulate that natural lash. A lot of people think that they're using too much adhesive. They're not. They're not using enough adhesive. Let me get one over here. I'm going to try to show with a doll head. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to scoop. Sometimes you have to like work it back and forth. That's fine. I'm going to find my lash. I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to go right underneath. And as I'm pressing, do you see how I'm like pressing forward? So I make sure, and then I typically go behind it and I press into the natural lash and the pre-made because I want to make sure that that adhesive is like wrapping completely around. That's on there good. And as a bottom placement, so it's even better. I'm like, bottom placements are my jam. Bottom placements allow you to completely encapsulate the natural lash versus the top where, I mean, you can still encapsulate it, but it's, I feel like it's a little bit harder. And I'm going to show you a top placement as well. So I'm going to go right on top and I'm going to press into it. I'm holding that pre-made into that natural lash, pressing. And then I like to go up and press into it some more to make sure that everything's in there. And that's how much adhesive you should be using with pre-mades. If you are having pop-offs, use more adhesive.